I pledge my head to clear thinking, my heart to greater loyalty, my hands to larger service, and my health to better living, for my club, my community, my country, and my world. This pledge may conjure some questions from the audience about what they just heard. Did the point of using your head for clear thinking about a situation impact you? Or how the health could impact you to a better standard? Both of these questions can implement what we could use when interacting with people. I believe that clearly thinking and providing loyalty to individuals plays a huge role in relationships, and 4-H plays a huge role for the future of our youth in the agriculture industry. 4-H is recognized for its empowerment towards present and future youth, and how it became a program for the future of agriculture and different leadership skills. I've been able to be a part of this wonderful organization for 9 years now, and I am competing in my 10th and final year. I believe that I built my biggest personal relationship skills from this organization in order to better my understanding for 4-H. So today, in order for you to understand the better understanding of 4-H, today we will discuss 3 basic factors of this organization. First, we will talk about the history of 4-H. After a little bit of the background, we will move on to talk about the core attributes of this organization. And finally, I will give you guys a glimpse of some of the opportunities that 4-H will provide for everyone involved. To fully understand what 4-H is, we will first dive into the history. 4-H is a progressing organization that has more than 100 years of history, according to 4H.org. 4-H has come into play from the younger generations opening their minds to new opportunities and responsibilities. It all began with the experimentation of the youth at the time. They began to open their minds to new experiences and ideas, and believed that 4-H was a great way for the future of agriculture discoveries, according to Wikipedia. 4-H is America's largest youth development organization, including 6 million young people with the skills that could lead to a lifetime, according to 4H.org, but it also includes 25 million alumni. It all began in Clark County, Ohio in 1902 by a man named A.B. Graham. He was the birth of 4-H in the United States, and after that, the Smith-Lever Act of 1914 created the extension system at USDA and nationalized the 4-H organization. This extension system is used throughout each county in the state where the head of the extension runs the county. A prime example of this is my extension agent for Phelps County. She works out of Holdridge but also acts as the extension agent for Gosper County. She provides many benefits and useful tools when complication situations arise and for any member's personal experiences. Now that we have a solid background on this organization, we can look at how 4-H is recognized for its benefits, its responsibilities, and its loyalty to agriculture communities. As stated by an author in a recent article with the name Arnold, the Extension 4-H program is focused on the positive youth development, providing experiences that increase the likelihood of enhanced well-being and relationship development for 4-H participants. One example of a great youth development that I have been involved in throughout my years of 4-H includes showing livestock. Through livestock, I have been taught a sense of hard work and responsibility of taking care of something bigger than myself. 4-H plays a role in more than just these rural areas, though. Over a course of time through history, these rural communities were able to expand their 4-H population to the more urban areas. This benefits these communities who aren't fully aware of what comes into play with the agriculture community. Another example of a good opportunity is Clover Kids. This is for kids aged range from 5 to 8 who are just beginning to understand what 4-H is all about. One study known as the 4-H Study of Positive Youth Development tests developmental ideas linking positive youth development, as said by Lerner R. and Lerner J. of 2005. It includes the study on how starting younger individuals in this program builds up their ideas to become involved in this organization. This study shows how this relationship becomes closer when beginning at a younger age. But it is shown that past 4-H members play the most important role in National 4-H organization by Ledwig H. and Thomas J. in 1987, because they recognize things such as how the contact with people in this organization and developing personal responsibilities have impacted them later in life. These programs have been so useful for communication in special arts and consumer family science who are willing to expand this interest in the agriculture industry by implementing their communication skills and making new clothing and food ideas, making it easier for later in life. But on the other side of the spectrum, there's included conferences that build further interaction with 4-H members across the nation. It is called the Citizen Washington Focus Trip. This week-long program is known for its prominent 4-H citizenship and leadership experience for 4-H youth, said by the 4H.org. This yearly summer program is useful for tools for high school students from across the U.S. to build new and lasting friendships in their new areas and experience new and historical sites in the country. I was able to see many different historical sites and monuments myself. And on our last stop in the trip, we stopped at the National 4-H Center. I was put into a group where we acted as a government leader in practicing the ideas of passing a bill. I am thankful for this ability because I was able to expand my horizons within many life skill programs. Now that we understand some of these opportunities within 4-H, we can now review everything we learned today. First, we took a look at the history of 4-H. After this background, we were able to discuss some of the core attributes of this organization. And finally, I gave you a glimpse of the opportunities that 4-H can provide for everyone involved. 4-H is recognized for its empowerment towards present and future youth and how it became a program for the future of agriculture and different leadership skills. While concluding, I would like to provide one key point that I would like you to take from my speech. Though 4-H has made me into the person I am today, I truly believe that anyone can learn to think clearly, provide larger service, and implement loyalty throughout relationships as well. I genuinely want other people to reap the numerous benefits that this organization has to provide, so I hope you have a better understanding of what 4-H truly is.